What is going on, guys? I got a special one for y'all today. We got KK here with us, guys, and we're just gonna kind of shoot it and talk about what his journey in the Web3 space, what he's got going on. We'll talk about maybe who is KK, and have some final thoughts and wrap up here as a new kind of series we've kind of started going over here on the show. Um, the Builders of Web3. So he's into some a different way of releasing a collection, and I thoroughly enjoy it. And plus, it's kind of a derivative of one of my favorite collections. And yeah, man. So, what is up, my dude? How are you doing?
Doing pretty good, man. Just busy, super busy. But I love it, man. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Yeah, man. It's the busy life, man. It never stops. Crypto's 24/7, doesn't sleep. And if you're gone for like more than a couple of days, man, like you are like weeks behind. I know we just had my baby about 6 months ago, and I was out for like a week and a half, just trying to like get back into the groove. It'd been like 7+ years since I had like a baby. So just trying to get back in that groove, and took like a week off, and I was like a month behind on like everything. I was like, there's just so much happened in like the short time span of like a week that you like have to be fully aware and like vigilant at all times of what's going on.
Yeah, it's really like that gym scenario where like you could work out for 2 years straight, and you take a couple weeks off, and you'll lose it all, man.
Yep, that's right, man. And luckily, it's like all like kind of like muscle memory. It comes back,
Yeah, for sure.
but you got to work at it. It's not something that just comes back by itself. You have to put in the work, otherwise you fall further behind.
That's right.
So don't fall further behind. That's kind of the best thing to say about that. But man, I would love to know like what got you into crypto. Like what is that journey like to you? Like when did that happen?
Well, I knew about crypto. I want to say around 2010. I had a friend of mine that was mining Bitcoin.
Right on.
Uh, he was more of like a party friend per se, but I knew what he did, and we would always go to the bar during the day and grab a few drinks and shoot the shit. And he would always have his laptop with him. And I remember specifically one day he was like, "Hey, KK, you really need to just shoot me like $500 right now, and throw it into Bitcoin." And at that time, Bitcoin was at $100. Uh, and
Man,
didn't listen to him. I would much rather throw the $500 into the bar for some reason at that time. But if I could go
how it
back,
goes.
yeah,
That's how
for
it
sure.
goes,
So
man.
yeah, so I knew about that for a long time. Always done art and music as far as work and passion. And then I would say 2 years ago, I had a friend ask me if I knew anything about NFTs, and I had no idea. Still not into crypto, still don't even have a wallet.
Right.
Uh, and he brought up Beeple. Beeple sold like that $69 million piece or whatever it was. So I kind of got interested and started looking into it. Got into ETH, got rugged a few times. Didn't feel like spending that much gas and getting rugged all the time. So I kind of stumbled across Soul. And I've literally been in this crypto slash NFT Web3 world for a little over a year now.
Right on. Right
Yeah.
on, man. It's kind of how it went with me, bunch of buddies that were into it. I got into Bitcoin kind of further on into that. I built a friend of mining rig because I was into computers. Just got him a basic setup going, and man, that's kind of how I really still wasn't into it then, but I knew what it was, and building computers is easy for me. And so I did all of that and made Diablo 2 characters for Bitcoin. I wish I would have kept that Bitcoin back then. Hindsight 2020, but here we are. And You know, it's kind of the evolution of the journey. You're like, oh well, you live and learn, and you're here now, and that's all that really matters. So you said you're into like your music and art is like by hobby and by job. So like you do music by like actual job, right? Like that, right?
Definitely. Well, actually, I'm retired per se. I haven't done it for a
Nice.
couple of years, but
That's cool.
I was a record. Yeah, thank you. I was a recording engineer from Los Angeles, California, for about 10 years. I relocated recently a couple of years ago for school to
Nice.
chase a different passion. Um, Graduated, didn't like it, so yeah, I'm here now.
Changing the passion again. You know,
Yes,
heck
sir.
yeah, that's cool, man. I've never met anyone that's been into that profession out in California and everything. So pretty cool. Man, what are you into like other than like music and NFTs? Is there something that really drives like your passion that like really just like gets you up and makes you just build? Like, I mean, like you're at it every day, man. I see you when you're on Twitter every day, man. We're posting, you're doing the giveaway stuff we'll talk about, and like every single day. So like, there has to be something that drives you, man, right?
No, definitely. It's just the opportunity to potentially do what I love doing as a career for the rest of my life. You know, like I said, I did the music thing, and it was cool. It was fun.
Right.
But I just kind of fell out of love with it. Not per se music, but just doing it as a career. Um,
Industry in itself.
yeah, you know, the music changed. When I got into it, I'm a huge hip hop head. I love like 90s boom bap New York, G funk West Coast hip hop, man.
Right on.
And it changed, you know, like as far as like when I got into it, um, music changed, the crowd changed, and yeah, I changed. So, but I've always done art, and I used to do a lot of mixtape covers, if you know what those are.
Yeah.
You know, like just like a cover art for their single or whatever it may be. So I did that for a lot of local artists. I've also done a few animated videos for myself as well as other artists. Um, and yeah, man, I just been doing my thing ever since I can remember.
Right on. Have you looked into what is it like Marmalade on Famous Foxes? Yeah, they have basically they can request you to do artwork for them, like derivatives even of like their foxes. They even have the boombox now where you can actually like release music and stuff like that all on Famous Fox Federation uh,
Nice. Yeah,
website.
you know what?
It's pretty cool that they're bringing something like that into the space. I know Ethereum didn't. They fell short on a lot of that. Uh, that was more financials. You know, I've been into crypto for quite a while now, and I've learned that everything kind of has like its place. Not everything is Bitcoin, and not everything is Ethereum, and not everything is Solana. Everything kind of has their own purpose and their own way of functioning, and no one has to really compete with each other. You all have jobs and things that they do, but they do better at.
For
And I know
sure.
that seeing communities and things like that have been, and building for like communities have been great in like Solana. So I've been curious if you've seen, you know, the Marmalade system on Famous Foxes. If not, I mean, you gotta check it out. It's like right up your alley, man.
Nah, you know what? I to be real with you, I haven't, man. But I will check it out now for sure that you mentioned it.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
uh,
They've
I'll
been
definitely
releasing
check
it
it out.
past couple months, kind of like fine tuning it and letting people just kind of be themselves and create, and people can just hire you to be you, which I thought's pretty cool. And
Okay, so it's
empowers
kind
the people to be like you and you. It's kind of like a freelancing service in a sense, you know,
gotcha.
and it's all based on Solana, so everything's like right there. Even the music is like baked into like an NFT on Solana, so
Yeah, sick.
It's pretty cool stuff, man. You should check it out. I'll send you a link if you want me to after we're done here. It's
For
pretty
sure.
cool. So what got you into like creating digital art? Have you always done digital art? I mean, it's been a flip on some people. You know, I got a buddy that does drawing on just paper drawing, and he's
Right.
transitioned over to that into digital, and it was a different world for him. And the things that he can do now on like digital compared to like what you can do on paper is just unreal. Like it's a whole nother world, man.
Definitely is, man. Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to draw, with pen pad. I used to get, oh, actually, I got kicked out of my second grade class for drawing inappropriate uh, butts farting on my homework assignments.
There
I
you
don't know
go,
what.
man.
Yeah,
I
that was
don't
my
know
thing.
what it's like
That was my thing
the
back then, drawing little butts that fart.
it's like super bad.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he
yeah.
just draws, dongs everywhere, and just couldn't help it, just whatever reason.
Yeah, dude. I was drawing on everything I shouldn't be drawing on too. Like I would always take a piece of chalk off the chalkboard and go out during recess and just tag up the asphalt. Just
Right?
like, I
Just
don't know, man. Like I was always in my own zone. As far as like I don't want to say I knew what I wanted to do, but I just kind of like just in my own world, man, and just did what I wanted to do. And
right. So the passion was there, like always, and you just
for sure,
knew
yeah.
that's what you wanted. And you're like, I want to like just continue to be creative, and by any means necessary.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even like like when I got older and I got out of high school and all my friends, like we're starting to go out and party and have a good time and shit like that. Like I still like just enjoyed myself, my own company, working on my dream, my craft, like I just always feel like I could do better. And I think that's a good trait to have as far as if you're really trying to do something in the entrepreneur field.
Right. Thanks, man. That's true. Like, you have to like continuously like just know what you want to do, continuously do better.
Yeah.
Because if you can't, it's just like crypto, man. You can't stop building upon yourself. Like that's the main thing. You can build a company and stop building on yourself, and eventually you just become stagnant. Like you just become another one of the drones, man. By your own design at that point too,
Yeah.
which would be sad to see. No one wants that. It's kind of the point of being crypto. It's not being a drone to the system. And
Yes, sir.
what kind of building for you? So, man, like, would love to know, like, what is. Oh, let's talk about the polygons, man. Like, I know you've been creating it, and it's been almost it's every day now. What date? Today's 22.
Right.
So has it been 22 days, or was 00 a day?
Nah, 00 is actually mine.
Double zero is you,
Yeah, that's my PFP right now.
right on.
It all kind of started with, so um if I can go into this, if you may, if that's cool.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Yeah. So um I knew I wanted to be an artist in the NFT world as soon as like I found out about it, and because it was right on my alley. Like I knew you could attach music to it if you wanted to,
mhm,
um, art, animation. Like I was just like right on my alley. But I knew it was a whole different world, and I think that's where a lot of Web2 companies are fucking up. Is like they just jump in and create a collection and expect it to sell out. But I think you really have to just dive in and get wet and figure out what's really going on, and a lot of it has to do with community. So I really wanted to figure that out before I started doing my own art. And my first piece was actually my submission for my actual ute. So I made a little animated video submitted it, and I won it. So did that.
Dope, yeah. I'm
Yeah, and
jealous.
then
I don't own a Ute. I tried for the Ute list, and I didn't get accepted. And then became out of my grasp of reaching. So I was like,
nah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I
one
got lucky.
one day,
I
I know it'll happen.
hey, I'm right there with you. If I didn't get that Ute list, I wouldn't have one either, man. So I'm thankful for that. And found out they were going to Polygon, and I was just like, screw it, like let's just get creative. I always, even though I love the Utes, and don't get me wrong, it's probably one of the best PFPs to rock on Twitter as far as engagement, and like people see it and they just want to follow you for some reason.
Not to mention the community I'm on, like amongst the Utes, is like gigantic. Like
it's huge,
dude,
and even like
so crazy.
even the subgroups are I'm mind blown as far as like how huge and how many people are involved and what they got going on. So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to have fun and create my own PFP. So I did the glasses just to do it for myself. And then I had a lot of people hit me up like, hey, those are cool, man. Like, do you think you could put a pair on mine? So then I'm just like thinking, you know what? I already have it. I redrew the whole Ute. It's not like I just, painted over it.
Right.
So I'm like, I have the whole stencil per se, like, and I could switch up the colors, with no effort pretty easily. And
right on.
I'm pretty decent with color palettes. So I was like, fuck it, let's just make a bunch of them and start giving them away, and that's how this started.
Yeah, because it's so before I get further into that, so you mentioned like the move to Polygon. How do you feel about that? Like, how do you feel that the sentiment's been? Because I mean, it's been mixed vibes. 20 like 20 like 2000 like percent, man. Like it's just every day, man. You see it and you're like, okay, they really don't like it, and I'm like, I get it. So, what's your take on it? What's your
I think one thing I always got to keep in the back of my mind is like we had the potential to be dealing with in a collection with 13-year-olds and 80-year-olds, and you don't really know because we're talking over the internet and everybody has a JPEG. So I feel like a lot of those are probably like the younger crowd, the fudders and all those people.
Or those that maybe don't know anything other than Solana. They were probably brought in on Solana. That's kind of all they know.
Exactly, yeah. Without stereotyping them, it's just like high school drama type, like let's just stir the pot for no reason. It is what it is. I get it.
Good old FUD.
And yeah, and you just have to like understand that too. Like the age bracket is pretty wide, you don't really know, man. And so you just kind of have to go into everything with I don't know, just an open mind and just like whatever, man. You can't take anything to heart.
Right, because I mean, clearly, he's doing this for like a reason. He wouldn't just be throwing the collection away into nothingness for absolutely nothing.
Right.
In my personal opinion, his brand's too well known, and stuff like things like that. So like, I don't think anything like ill of it. Like some people would say, I do find it a interesting move, because as a community built as the way they are, Polygon doesn't have that, right. Like per se, like that's not quite there. Right. Transactions are different. It's not really a layer 2, but it acts as a layer 2 upon Ethereum. Right. Granted, the gods goes to Ethereum, so they kind of have that, and I get they're trying to separate the two because it's an everlasting competition between the two right now, and I get that they want to split that, but still have it still close enough together because you can bridge between Ethereum and Polygon extremely easily, right. And have assets between the two very easily. So I get that, and I understand.
Yeah.
I'm interested. I really I want to see what they're gonna do, and how that's
Me
gonna
too,
play
man.
out.
I
So,
I'm unfamiliar with Polygon
oh
to
man,
the
it's been
most.
interesting. I was using Polygon for quite some time. Once they released like Polygon payouts for mining Ethereum and stuff like that, I was able to mine like Ethereum on an Ethereum pool and get paid out on Ethereum on Polygon's pool. So like during the whole NFT craze and the NFT summer and all of that, I was able to like move away from Ethereum completely during that to just kind of escape fees for getting payouts and stuff like that. I could move to Ethereum. I can move to Ethereum on Polygon and not have to worry about gas. I can move from there and go back to Ethereum if I wanted to for cheap, and not have to worry about the expensive fees all the time. So uh,
Definitely.
it's fantastic to use. I've been using it for a while. I still use it. Um, yeah, it's there's nothing wrong with it. I
No,
enjoy it.
man.
Plus,
I mean,
ZK Snarks is ZK Snarks is awesome,
yeah.
which is a privacy layer, so it adds privacy into transactions. So it they have the potential to have private transactions and stuff. So it would give people a bit more anonymity than Solana would. They would be able to be a bit more private with stuff and be like, oh, he owns that, but that's all you can see. Is like, oh, you just know he owns that address owns that, but you can't see that he owns fucking 3,000 Ethereum or whatever. Like you don't see that. That's not public information.
Right.
So, which is nice in my
I'm
opinion.
excited, man. I'm excited. I think it's an open market, and I think I don't know. I pay attention a lot, man. Like I watch other artists. I think that's one way to be great at anything in life, man, is study the greats and try and strive to be better than them, man. So like I said, like I took a year before I even like really let anybody know I was an artist or anything, man. Like I was just studying, like really trying to figure this Web3 community, the flow of things out. And
Right?
yeah, man, it's cool. I really love it. I have a lot of respect for a lot of artists, especially the ones that kicked it off, man. Because like, who knew this was gonna be what it is, man? It's crazy.
No, not at all. No one knew. And kind of to pull it back around into the the polygons is you said that it's like 100% like non-profit, and like that is something I do find interesting because no one else has kind of done a collection, not really sell off because you're not selling them,
Right.
but giveaway in a sense, in like the way that you're doing. So every single day, you're on Twitter, and I'm on Twitter. I think I've been on there from almost, I'd say, a good at least 14-ish of the days, trying my
Wow.
hardest to get one myself. And every single day it's literally just a giveaway for a polygon,
Yes.
and I I enjoy it, man. Like literally just like watching the engagement grow was intense. Like at first, like when I first started like getting into them, I was like, all right, man, competition, I got a chance, I got a chance. And then like started getting bigger and bigger, and then like today it was like almost like 300 plus, and I was like, those odds, man, like holy cow, like it's just through the roof, man. The interaction's gone up. I'm sure your following's gone up, like
Yeah, man.
so
It's
like tell us about like the giveaway process. Like what gave you the idea of doing it that way?
yeah, I don't know. I just so to take it back to the derivative part of it, and the zero profits, me being an artist, and no disrespect to collections that do it and that are doing it, but me as an artist, I feel like I can't profit off anybody else's art. Even though I redrew it, it's still their art.
Right.
um
The original concept.
Yeah, you know, like you look at it and if you're into NFTs, you're gonna say it's a you know. So I just love the art, and I really wanted to do it for the fact that I know a lot of people are priced out. I would be one of them, and obviously it's not going to be, well, I mean, hopefully one day I can make it worth as much as a real you, but you know, right now it's not. But you know, it's still cool, especially me as an artist. Like I like to have cool art in my wallet, man. Like especially like when I show people that aren't into NFTs or the Web3 world, and I'm trying to like talk them into it or convince them or give them the elevator pitch. It's cool to show them some good art, because if you show them some shitty art, man, people that aren't into it, they're just like, what the heck? You know, like $1,000 for that, you know, like it's just so
everybody loves art. I don't care who you are. Everybody loves art.
Yeah, you know, like and obviously it's in the eye of the beholder. But you know, like I love the use, man. I think they killed it as far as art, and I just wanted to put a little twist on it and give a few away, and yeah, just show my love and get used to Polygon, because that's where I kind of want to take my career.
Get yourself prepared, man.
Yeah.
You're probably ahead of the curve if like you think about it.
Well, yeah.
No one else is doing anything else on Polygon, getting themselves prepared.
Yeah, man. It's mind blowing, man. I mean, I guess I'll drop some alpha right now. If I was an artist, I would be motherfucking figuring Polygon out, man. Not financial advice, but check it out. It's an open field. Like you got to think of it like the Wild Wild West right now. You know, like as far as saturated with quality NFTs, collections, one-on-one art, whatever you are, there's not really that much going on over there. So you have a chance to potentially take off like a rocket, whatever you want to do, man. Yeah, I just feel like it's wide open. So if you're an artist and you hear this, man, like I think you're fucking up by hating on Polygon or any other blockchain per se, when, you know, it should be about the money. As far as, you know, like money's money. The blockchain don't matter.
Right. For sure. I 100% agree. So like how many polygons do you have right now? It's like what, 50? That's
I got 50 made up. Today I'm on 22.
I'm 22. We haven't given
sir.
away 22 yet, right? Not yet.
Nah, I haven't hit it yet.
Not
Nope.
yet, man.
I gotta roll that dice in a little bit.
That's right, man. Hopefully, between now and 50, hopefully I score one. Do you have plans to do more than 50? Is that
right now? Hey, man. I guess I could drop it. So me mentioning the whole artist thing and not being able to or not wanting to sell it or do anything because it's really not my art.
Right.
These are going to be a free mint ticket for my actual collection.
Okay.
So these giveaways are going to be.
That's an alpha drop right there, man.
Yeah, for sure. I haven't said. I haven't said shit about it. I planned on talking about it on the 25th day, which is in 2 days, 3 days, something like that. Yeah.
This will drop after that, so I'll make sure that your drop day is sealed for you. And
for sure, I appreciate it. But I mean, like, I don't mind leaking it here and there, man. I think it's cool. It's cool to do stuff like that because it's benefiting the people that are paying attention to you and that are really your fans and really want to support you. You know.
I agree. Not a single one's been sold that I've seen. I've checked and I've looked a few times at it and I'm like, man, these things are all fire, man. I have 3 that I like actually like have like favorited, and I'm like, those anyone ever like gets a weak hand for any kind of crazy like reason, like snatch it.
Yeah, actually, I saw one of them last night. I had a bid on it, which was kind of cool. I was like, oh shit, it felt good as an artist to see that for the first time.
Man.
That's like something I gotta like hold dear to my heart because I plan on doing my thing. There's no promises, but like moments like this, like your first NFT you sold and stuff like that. I feel like you gotta hold on to that stuff, man. It's
Right.
special.
It really is. Yeah, it's a labor of love and something that you like really created. Uh,
For sure.
and watching other people enjoy it is that it's like it's that right there. It's you know that someone
Yeah.
else is enjoying it. If they're willing to put money on it, they enjoy it. Especially something that that other person got for free. Like if they're willing to pay actual dollars for something that someone got for free, they really like it. And it means
Yeah,
something
man.
to them. So it should
And
mean
that's
something to you.
for sure, man. I
So
appreciate
congrats, dude.
it. Thank you, man. Yeah, man. I really want to be like I just want to do things different and be surprising and just, do giveaways here and there. Like I don't plan on like doing these 50 giveaways and then that's it. I'm only selling art after that. Like I definitely want, like I said, for the people that are paying attention, like I want to help them out, man. I want, hopefully I can give them a free NFT and they can turn around and sell it for thousands of dollars one day, man. Like that would fucking be the best thing in the world for me to hear that. Like
Right.
that would
Happened.
yeah, yeah, it's happened, man. And dude, that would make my life, man, to be honest with you. Like that would be cool as fuck, man.
Right. And like something since like I don't know. I know Polygon works a little different with like the royalties and stuff, but I don't think you don't get a kick of any of that, right?
Nah,
Or
well,
do you get like
when I
a nominal
no
kickback if
when I
someone sells?
no when I created the collection, you set it up so as far as like secondary sales,
Mm-hmm.
you could do basically any percentage you want. But yeah,
Right.
I did zero because like even at that, like I said, I feel like I'm profiting off of someone else's art, and
Right. Right. I
I,
was just
I
curious
I
if
I
if
wouldn't want.
you were able to do that on Polygon. I know everywhere else, mostly everywhere you have the chance and it fluctuates, but
No, you're right, because here's some other alpha. Uh, Before I decided to drop Polygoons on Polygon, I was heading for Solana.
right.
So I tried to put the collection on Exchange Art, and they wouldn't let me do it because it looked too similar to the Utes. So I got in a pickle. I said tomorrow is going to be number one. I had to do something, so I just went to OpenSea, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is working. This is smooth."
Mm-hmm.
And 22 days later, man, like I love Polygon, man. Like it's once you get past that first hiccup as far as like connecting the mainnet and doing that whole switcheroonie on the wallet. I mean, it's like riding a bike, man. You're not gonna forget it, and then like like you forget how much of a headache it was that one day.
Right. I agree. So I mean that makes it even like more awesome. You know, the fact that like the that you can set it up the way it is, and have that choice of setting it, for zero or whatever you choose. So thoughts on what it would be like maybe to create like I'm trying to think the best way to put this. If you're doing polygons, like your next collection, will it be another like maybe like the gods or something like that, or how would you feel about doing other giveaway collections like that? Just kind of picking and curious. I'm seeing how like that goes in your brain.
For sure. Um, I would love to do a D gods. I mean, as far as
I
like,
saw the one today. That's kind of why I was like that was fire. I like that.
oh yeah, you know what? That was actually someone that follows me. He created that himself. So I was like, damn, that looks cool, man. That was dope.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, man. It's cool to see like other people digging it too, like even if they're not like participating every day, like for someone to do something like that, like it's like okay, like it's reaching, like it's just rewarding to know like like the hard work is paying off somewhat.
Right on. Um, So how do you feel? Are you using MetaMask, or are you using? Because I know that I don't know if most people don't know, but you can actually use, if you have the beta right now, you can use Polygon and Ethereum on Phantom, on the Phantom wallet, which is pretty cool. And
Right.
obviously, Phantom's preparing for that situation whenever the user or when the youths go to you know Matic and the gods go to Ethereum, they're like, oh, they saw the opportunity and they're like, you won't even have to leave Phantom. Like, you can stay here. We will give you
Oh,
the 2 chains that you are looking for right here. You don't even have to go anywhere, which smart on their part. They get to keep
definitely.
their user base there and the familiarity of the situation. So uh, I do
No,
know that's coming out.
it's genius. That's one thing that I do love about Solana. You could tell, like, or not Solana, like, I guess like the Solana dedicated marketplaces and wallets, like they see a change coming, and they're getting ready for it. As far as like Magic Eden, obviously they got Polygon on there now, and like you just said, the Phantom wallet. Um, to me, I mean, it's a no-brainer as far as letting like D Gods and Utes and just Frank in general. I feel like he has a lot of pull, and I'm excited for him, for Utes to hit Polygon, because I feel like he's gonna push forward things maybe a lot faster. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like he's got a lot of pull, man, and he's smart technologically as well. Like he's not just like a business owner, man. Like he understands what's going on, and yeah, man, I'm just stoked because I think
He's a
Polygon's gonna be
calculated
huge.
person.
Yeah, I think Polygon by the end of the year is gonna be huge. Not financial advice, but once Utes gets over there and they start like the money starts flowing around, and people
Mm-hmm.
like me, artists, other collections are like, holy shit, it's gonna be a wave of rugs and all that other shit.
Because they could definitely use like that kind of community love. That would definitely help out that ecosystem a little bit more than what it is right now. That's kind of what it lacklusters is, just the excitement.
Right.
And something like Utes on there would be definitely an excitement constantly. That's always excitement there. So, what is? Can you tell us like in a summary of who is KK?
He's an artist that will not settle for being a robot. Meaning, I got friends and family telling me all the time, not necessarily give it up, but like you should have a career and have this as like your second, your all eggs in one basket per se. Like don't do that. And yeah, man, I've always gone against the grain, do what I do, and if it don't work out or don't work out, like, and that's the thing right now is like a lot of people need to realize, like, don't get me wrong, I'm fucking blown away by how good this is working right now, because I've tried so many things in my life where it just didn't work out, you know
Right.
and I had to kick back and analyze it and realize, like, why didn't it work out. And for a lot of people, that's a tough pill to swallow, man, because a lot of the reasons why it didn't work out is because of me, because some things I did or didn't do or didn't say or did say. You really have to
Or you just didn't love it.
that
Just
too.
simple as that, man.
Yes, sir. But yeah, man, I'm just an artist out here trying to do my thing like everybody else. All the other artists, shout out to you. I wish you luck. I always show support. Um, I,
Appreciate
I
it.
just I love it, man. I love showing love, and I love the love that I'm receiving right now, man. It's crazy. I'm blown away. I really am, man. It's truly humbling, and I thank everybody, man. So if you guys hear this, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Hey, man, I appreciate like you coming on here, kind of showing the behind the scenes of like, what it's like building something in a time like right now, because a lot of people aren't building right now, and this is the builders like time. I
Yeah,
promise you it is, man. I've been in since 2017, and anytime when the market is down, it is time to build, because if you're in a good position and like yourself and what you're building, when the market is booming, you're ready for that. You can't build in a boom because everyone's just go 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 go, and you won't be able to keep up. There'll be too much going on, and so like building in a time like now is the way to go, and I applaud you for that. And
thank you.
thank you for like coming on here and taking some time out and talking about it, because not everybody talks about it. I've talked to quite a few people who will just talk about it, but they're like, I don't really want to do like a video, but I'll talk to you about it. They just don't care to show their labor of love, and I don't know. I enjoy it more when someone wants to share their passion of like what they're doing and what they're building, because it validates the passion. My
For
personal
sure, yeah.
opinion, it validates that passion. If you want to show me how
Definitely.
passionate you are and show the world how passionate you are,
Yeah, man. I mean,
passionate.
it's yeah, man. It's
So
I feel like this is important to do stuff like this too. As far as like an artist or a founder, or like if you're just trying to do anything in general, like yeah, not, and this isn't face to face, but I mean this is about as close as it can get. Like I think it's very important for humans to have face to face interaction, so you can see like how serious I am, even though you can't see my face.
I mean, you
But I
can
feel like
still tell. You can still tell just by like like someone physical like body language and the way that people talk and present themselves. So you can always tell. And
for
I think
sure.
people learned that pretty well the past like few years when they had no choice to kind of
True.
learn that. And are they smiling? Or read their eyes and read this area. Like, what are they
Yeah,
doing?
man. Yeah,
So
I mean, honestly, like I said, I kick back. I took notes from who I think are all the greats as far as like who are doing it right. And my hats off to Frank, man, because I think as far as like a founder, um, like I said, him being like the spokesperson too, like that's slim to none with like collections, man. Like there's not too many that could do that, that can get in front of 5, 6, 1,000, 2,000 people in a space and demand that attention, and like could basically flip everybody in the audience. If they had the money, they would probably buy fucking you. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Like that's important. That's impressive. And I know I get busy doing the art and all the creative stuff behind the scenes. I would love to be more vocal and do things like this for myself as well. And I'm gonna try. Uh, there was a point when I was doing a lot of spaces, but it cuts into my artistic time. It's like I gotta
Yeah.
balance it out. So it's either one or the other. So like I gotta do maybe like a lot of art this week and then get in spaces next. Like it's always changing though. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, man. Just go throwing in like a spaces with KK at least once a week. You know what I mean? Just for an
For
hour.
sure.
Don't do like you don't have to do like these 5, 6, 7, 8 hour, 22-hour spaces. Some of those, man, I can't. It's just too much. I don't know how some of the people do it, man. I'm like, I don't. You sleep?
Yeah. And like, well, what are you talking about? There
Yeah. So
has
like,
there has to
I
be
would
some
love.
downtime.
Yeah, there has to be. Like, but I would love to see something like that. You know what I mean? Like once a week or something. Just for an hour. I mean, if you did, I would definitely be there. Uh,
For sure.
so yeah, man, I
Uh,
would look forward to something like that. So
Appreciate it.
keep
Yeah, I
growing,
mean,
man. Keep
I,
growing,
I
keep building.
thanks, man. I appreciate it. I will do, and I'm just really excited to actually get finished with these 50 giveaways, so I could jump into the meat and potatoes of what I got brewing. Like I said, I kind of dropped some alpha, so if the people catch that, you're welcome.
Like yeah,
Yeah,
better be smooth.
that's right.
Yeah, I mean, I applaud you for taking the leap ahead of most of the crowd, and kind of getting yourself out there and getting yourself familiarized with a chain that you really were not that familiar with, and
Right.
getting yourself prepared for something that will be happening. It's kind of like in the miner world. When the merge happened and Ethereum was no longer mineable, it was a huge shock to all of us, and it changed a lot of the way like we had to do things. The thing way we were kind of stuck in things. We were making money for so long a certain way, and it was just taken away. It's like you have to be prepared for that, and the people that weren't prepared for that hurt. And it building yourself and getting yourself familiarized with something like that for a change that's going to happen is like the ultimate thing you can do. And you're continuing to grow yourself. Otherwise you wouldn't be growing, you would just be staying still with the rest of the people and not doing a lot. So I applaud you, man, and keep that builder's attitude, because I know it'll pay off, and you're doing a damn good job at it. I
Appreciate it.
love seeing the polygons, man. It's such an awesome way to kind of show your love and get your way familiarized with the way that things work and move on that chain, because it is
Right.
ultimately first one of the cake, man.
Yeah,
So,
I'm excited for the future for Polygon, and I'm excited to to actually drop my actual collection too, man, because I created I probably have like 20 characters drawn up, and I finally, like 2 days ago, drew the one that I'm gonna use. So
there you go.
I just been in the background just trying to draw something different. Um, as far as uh, it's not going to be an ape, it's not going to be a human. It's going to be something that hasn't been done yet, as far as 2 legs, 2 arms, standing up character, PFP,
The
but
thing.
yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited too, because like it's just gonna it's either going to scare people away because they're going to be like, oh, well, I mean, I thought this was going to be like a Polygoons collection, not a, almost gave it away.
A collection.
Yeah. But it is what it is, man. Like I said, I gotta do my thing. I gotta be my own artist, and I want to represent myself, and I feel like I could bring something different and unique and fun to the table. And I'm thankful for the people that are along for the ride right now, and excited for the future.
Heck yeah, man. I You're doing awesome, and I can't wait to see what you keep on building here in the future. And I'm looking forward to seeing the drop of when that comes out. So hopefully I can get myself a goon there and slide into that helpful spot. And best of luck to anyone that is out there. You have at least 25 days left upon probably seeing this. So
Yeah.
good luck to everyone out there, and may the odds ever be in y'all's favor. Now, my dude, I appreciate you coming on the show, and do you have any final words for anyone out there?
Just don't give up on yourself. If you don't know what you want to do in life, just start doing things, man. Like, just don't sit around and be depressed, man. I think a lot of depression comes from just not having a purpose, So the only way to, and if you don't know your purpose, you need to figure it out, man. And the only way to do that is just to get out and live life. Get on the internet, try new things, talk to new people. Yeah, man. Like I think that's like one of the most important things to me, is like seeing other humans happy, man. Like I hate, like it affects me when I see someone like sad, or like 10 times out of 10, if I see a female crying, it's going to make me cry, man. Just, I don't know what it is, but I just I have a soft spot for like other humans, man. Like I want us all to be happy, because life's too short. And yeah, man, just
Thanks.
find your happy spot, and enjoy life.
Hey, man, that's so true. Uh, Life is incredibly short, and you never know. Like, and the next day could be your last, and being upset would be the worst thing for everyone around you to see that you were just a terrible person. So
Right.
smile, get outside, touch the grass, you know, love people. That is an ultimate thing that everyone should be doing nowadays. Uh, because things are wild and pretty difficult in the space of people's heads. It's just everybody needs positivity.
Yeah, man, just find your group, find your clique, find your people, whatever you want to call it, and just enjoy life, man. Because you always got people that are gonna hate, people that don't understand what you're doing, maybe people that want to do what you're doing and they're afraid to do it. So like instead of trying to do it, they're gonna tear you down. That's one thing I really bugs me about the culture. Like we big up the haters nowadays when we really just need to ignore them and focus on the positivity in the builders, the creators, the people that are pushing us forward as a human race. Sorry, I didn't want to get all Elon Musk end of the world at the end.
It's facts, man.
Yeah,
it's nothing but facts. So y'all heard that. Don't be that person. Don't be that guy. No one likes that guy. So I appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming on and talking all about this and exploring, what it's like to be a builder in the Web3 space and be a creator. So appreciate you and appreciate everyone here that is here on the show. Please, guys, like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications every time we go live or post videos here on the channel. And you will find link to KK's Twitter down in the description below. So, guys, you got 25 days left. Get your chance in. See y'all next time, guys. Peace.
Peace.